Ah, on rails shooters. Why the hell are you in our mascot platformer?
Because yes.
Because
Ah,
why?
here you are, butt monkey. Go on. We gotta shoot some bitches. That's it. That's it. Just shoot some bitches.
Yep, just shoot them.
Yeah, but seriously, coming back to Arcanum a little bit, I think what makes it great most of the time is just the story
Shoot the little
alone.
guy.
I think the story alone is what makes Arcanum, because it's really an interesting world where it's an industrial era with all the fantasy races, but magic also exists alongside it, and there are consequences to being either someone who wields magic or someone who wields technology. You can't be just both. It is impossible to be both at the same time. Because the natural forces in the universe just prevent that from happening. If you're strongly connected with magic, all the technology around you will simply start breaking down. It fails to work. That's why in
What, the Hogwarts effect?
I guess, I don't know. Well, I do like it that such a thing exists because it makes it more interesting, let's say, to do things around the world. For example, in one of the bigger cities, I think it's called Varant, I'm not entirely sure, there is a train that you can take, but if you're too too associated, let's say, with magic, nobody's gonna let you on the train. They're afraid you're gonna break the
Because of
fucking
a break.
thing. And it works the other way around too. If you're very proficient with technology, you can actually break magic, which I found to be pretty interesting. I also find it interesting that for the majority of the game, you're trying to seek out a particular person who is known to be like the greatest evil of all time. But then you find him, you find out that's not the case. It's a conspiracy. He ain't guilty at all.
Interesting.
It involves
I gotta pick
a
up
lot
this
of
game.
it involves a lot of ancient events that are forgotten and left buried in what is basically known as the Vendigroth Wastes, a ginormous desert where only, I think, one city remains full of mages. And they're not too interested in dealing with your shit unless you can befriend them. It's really interesting because the way they connect both industrial stuff and magic in one is really well done. I didn't think it would be possible to put the two together and make it make sense.
Yeah, it's very hard to do stuff like that. Just because, like, unless you're gonna say that like all technology is magic that's being infused into specific things and so forth, it is very difficult to marry the two concepts together.
But that's just the thing, technology in Arcanum is not magic. It is exactly what it is.
It's an entirely separate entity.
Yes, it's just technology. It just so happens that because of how you can make certain items, like you can break magic with certain devices. It's really interesting. And at the very end of the game, you can actually obtain such a device which would kill a person if he was very strongly associated with magic.
Damn.
Only with magic, however. It does not affect normal people. It is actually a plot device necessary to win, but here's the best part. You don't have to use it. In fact, you don't even have to kill the evil man. You can join him if you feel like it.
That'd be interesting.
The choices are entirely up to you, and all things considered, the villain of the game also tries his damnedest to present himself not as a villain, but rather someone also misunderstood, only lending more to the mystery of who really is the one being guilty here. It's really
Player character.
yeah, it really tries as hard as it can to be, well, genuine, I should say, like real life like, because no one
I gotta
really
pick up this
is.
game. It sounds fun as hell.
As far as the characters are concerned, no one is truly the villain. Everyone is more or less guilty of something, but they all want to do something that would somehow end up being good. It's just that their methods are, well, questionable, particularly
The Ozymandias way. Ozymandias from Watchmen, how his motivations were pure of heart, like he wanted to build a better society, but knew that in order to do it, he'd have to do some pretty fucked up and evil things. Otherwise, society is never going to move in this direction.
Well, for the de facto villain's case, he wanted to destroy death.
Stop entropy?
Yes.
That'd be an idiot.
But
That'd be a completely idiotic thing to do, though.
Well, his reasoning is fairly sound, actually, when you listen to it yourself. I don't remember all of it, but basically he said that death doesn't really fix anything. It's some kind of a weird event that could be prevented and could actually help people in a way. Because whenever people die, their souls are left to be, well, pretty much tortured for the rest of eternity, because there is no such thing as heaven or hell. There's only some weird ocean-like void where, as long as the souls remain in the void, they're fine, but, well, they're like vegetables in a fridge. There's nothing much else to it. But since with magic you can drag the souls back into the plane of the living, that tends to be painful, as we like to say. Damn it! Like that.
Of all the fucking mechanics, they brought this shit back? This shit that hasn't been seen since the first fucking hub world?
I hate this water tunnel, but seriously, Arcanum is really worth checking out. The story is amazing, and it's not just the main plot, it's also the mini plots inside of it as well. Because once you're done with the game, you get to reflect on the events that you may or may not have caused. Like, for example, you can cause a revolution for the orcs, where they actually gain rights. They become citizens, because at the point of the game where you show up, orcs are treated like black people back in the days, like slaves. But you can actually help them achieve revolution. And it's pretty amazing. There's a lot of interesting stuff about that game. I really like it. And the combat isn't too bad either, because it has a lot of that CRPG goodness about it. Lots of skills to learn, lots of spells, all that good stuff. And the world is really fun to go through. But I think the best part about it, for me personally, is the music, because it is just perfect. I don't know. Not much else I can say about it. It's probably the only game that I know of that has the entire soundtrack made out of string instruments only. It's only violence and stuff. It really sounds great. With the sole exception actually being the battle music. That involves some drums as well, and it gets pretty exciting. It's really fun to listen to it in the middle of a fight. I don't know, the entire industrial era of the fantasy world is just really fun for me to go through. I cannot recommend the game enough. But if you're gonna pick it up, you probably want to seek out the GOG version now, because it does have some patches which will help you out.
Oh. I'm looking it up right now.
I got actually pretty lucky to... I got lucky to get introduced into the game through a mere coincidence, really. PC Gamer back in the days was running a little competition or something. I don't remember what it was exactly, but basically you could win a couple of games. You'd pick one that you wanted more. You could either win Homeworld or Arcanum. And I got Arcanum.
Probably the best. I've tried to play Homeworld, and 3D space combat just does my head in on strategy level.
I tried out Homeworld as well not too long ago. Man, I don't fucking get it. Oh, fuck.
You're really not having a good day.
Fuck. Oh, nice. But yeah.
Is it just me, or was this the level that was really short? Therefore, a lot of the gems are like tens and so forth.
Yeah, this is one of the shorter ones. There's like 10s and 25s all over the place.
I was gonna say.
There's also falling boulders, but that's besides the point.
Weird falling boulders for no reason.
I'm hoping that Gothic 3 with the community patch is gonna be better, because I was promised a good time after all. But so far, I can only say one thing about it. The combat is iffy. I'm not sure how to get the feel for it yet. When fighting normal people or orcs, I kinda get the idea. Do a few swings, back the fuck away, block some shit. Seems alright, but then I get to the point where it's like, I'm fighting animals. And the fucking animals, I just don't understand how to fight them yet, cause every time I try to attack them, they knock me the fuck down. I managed to kill them after a bit, but I often end up having to use a lot of my healing items just to fix myself up. I don't want to do that. It's fucking annoying. Did manage to discover something in Gothic 3 that I never knew about though for the first time ever. It was a weird discovery.
When I was doing Jade Empire, I discovered a few things that I never knew. And keep in mind, I played Jade Empire a lot.
Oh yeah, I played Gothic 3 a fuckload too. Ah, but this was truly an interesting discovery. I was just fucking around the starting village in Gothic 3, and off the shore I noticed that there's some island that I never really knew much about. So I figured, okay, let's check it out. Maybe there's some useful stuff to be found there. And I find out that the island contains an abandoned house, which has a fuckload of blunts to smoke.
What? You can smoke weed in Gothic 3? Seriously?
There's an entire village dedicated to weed.
The original 420 Blazed game.
Yeah, they even have the boat builder that is so high on weed that he cannot become sober. He is permanently stoned.
Perfect.
And he wants to build boats in the middle of a desert. Okay, sure. Believe in yourself, I guess. Exploring the little island, though, yielded a few more results, though. For one, the blunt's very nice and all, but I also wondered, was there anyone living on the island? Because it looked like it could have some people roaming about. Or some monsters at the very least. Well, I did find a person hanging from a rope. Long decayed too. After looking at my map, I figured this may be some kind of a hidden trade route for the weed, because it was pretty close to the desert cities, which trade in weed as one of their main exports.
Of course.
So
why not?
I saw another pier off a distance. I figured, okay, this is interesting. Maybe there's something new added with a patch. I gotta see what's this all about. I swim off to the next side of the, well, whatever the place is. I swim off to the shore nearby, and, well, I found some company. Orcs. Sitting at an abandoned house. And they were not friendly. They even had a shaman with them who started shooting ice balls and fireballs at me. I haven't come back there yet, but I'm not planning to do that anytime soon, because those bastards are strong. And with a community patch, the shamans actually learned how to fight for themselves with their fucking staves. And they know how to fight.
Damn.
It's pretty fucking tough. I'm hoping that the community patch actually fixes a lot of the broken quests as well, because I do recall some quests being kinda borked. You couldn't finish them properly, and sometimes you could finish them without even getting them.
That's just fucking weird.
I know, right? I know there is one where it's like, kill this one merchant, but you get it so late in the game that you probably won't ever actually get it by that point. But if you do a liberation of a particular town that's very early in the game, you will actually get to kill this merchant and get the quest done. Gives you some experience.
What happens if you just don't liberate the town?
Well, it stays under the orc control. You don't have to liberate it. It's just something you can do to, I don't know, have a place to chill out in, or have an easier time looting the town.
Of course, it's you did it to have an easier time looting the people, didn't you?
Yes, because right after the revolution, you can go looting and nobody cares.
Perfect. The hero of the revolution. Let's give him all of our stuff. Actually, I used to play Morrowind, and keep in mind this was Morrowind on the original Xbox, so like it's a long ass time ago. Damn. But one of the things that I absolutely loved was literally like the entire game. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't doing quests. I was operating out of a single house in, I think it's called Balmora or something like that, and literally. Sorry, all I was doing was going to each house, stealing every single thing in it, and selling it to the pawnbroker over like a 4-day period, and then repeating it with every single house. Because I got bored. I got really, really bored. And that was how I had fun for like a good several months until Mom realized the game had vampires in it and then yanked it. She was very, very anti-vampire for some reason, and I never found out why.
Maybe she doesn't like Twilight.
No, this was the days before Twilight.
Oh.
I remember I mentioned once that I was doing a quest in Oblivion where I had to kill a vampire, and she freaked. Oh boy, more snakes.
Shit.
I think you didn't get a single one of those.
Oh, I did.
You did. You got all of them but one.
Let me off this wild ride.
Let me out of Mr. Bones' wild ride.
Mr. Skeletal. Wait, we already saw Mr. Skeletal, the secret boner man. We don't need him again. Actually, now that I think about it, I could have sworn Chiba was supposed to finish drawing that drawing, but he fucking didn't. I need to poke him again. I think it was 12 years. It's always the same riddle from what I understand.
Yeah, they are. They don't randomize the riddles at all.
Oh, this is gonna suck. ISIS Battlegrounds. You're shooting what is essentially Arabian Rhinox.
Effectively, yes.
But I fucking hate this minigame because they always have better aim than you. Pieces of shit.
Yeah, and the thing's controls like shit.
Yeah, the camera is never good in this. Michael Jackson?
MJ. Michael Jackson is here.
Oh, bullshit. Wrong MJ. You may now enter the championship.
Well, you have to defeat 10 Rhinox in
I have to defeat 10 Arabian merchants. Fucking sucks dick, I gotta say.
Yeah, the controls in this game really suck, for this minigame in particular.
Oh, I actually hit him there. Nice, he shot the bug. I need to pick it up. Oh, I killed him.
Nice, there you go.
Be careful around edges, you can fall off.
Yep, and it's never fun when you do. There we go, there's one of them.
We like to hide behind the vases like a bunch of shit, but that will not save them from my dead shot. Oh!
Oh fuck, maybe revamp your dead shot. There's one to your right.
I'm not sure there is. Oh, there is. What the fuck is he doing there then? Get out of here. Oi! Damn, that was close. Stop that.
Oh, you do it, yes.
Oh, the motherfucker tried to get the last laugh on me. Nuh-uh.
2 more to go. You can deal with them from afar. There we go, there's one.
The only person that's allowed to get the last hit on me is Time Master from Freedom Force, because he's a piece of shit.
God, move! Oh, God, that was so close.
Oh, fuck's sake, could you not shoot at me while I'm shooting at you? Fuck's sake. He keeps moving out of the fucking way and I can't get close enough. Camera, please.
And the camera's really not behaving itself.
He's still firing at me.
Yep. One, you could hit him. You can hit him. Yes! Got him. Oh, you're on literally no health. Thank God for that, eh?
And then there's
TJ.
Nice fucking names, guys. I think we were running out of ideas.
Wait a minute, isn't TJ Miller the guy who was the voice of one of the main characters in the Emoji Movie and was yelling about how the movie is going to like have anti-Trump messages in it or something? Like he kind of went off the rails there. He kind of went off the rails there for a bit and it was very strange.
What?
Okay, what are we missing? We're missing gems and we're missing... Oh, they're all in here, aren't they?
Monkeyfukk.
Great. What's his minigame this time?
Shoot shit.
Of course. What else would it be?
Ah, Ali. Wait, what was the riddle again?
1 second.
I'll
follow you wherever you go. Shadow. It's a shadow.
Yeah, it gotta be a shadow. No, it's not a shadow. I think it's something else.
Let me read the whole thing again. I'll follow you wherever you go, but the more of me you take, the more you leave behind. Time. It's time.
Oh, actually, hold on. It's footsteps.
Oh, I didn't even see footsteps as an option. I saw time, shadow, giant lizard, and I'm like, it's clearly not the giant lizard.
Well, you never know. I mean, when I take a lot of giant lizards, I tend to leave a lot of something behind. A lot of shit.
Your aim is atrocious.
Well, it's like I'm trying to aim in an asymmetric view without a reticle. I can't even go into fine aim mode actually. These snakes remind me of Monster World 4, and Monster World 4 is good.
Ooh. Yeah, I've been meaning to watch your playthrough of that. You've got no health now, so you really want to be careful.
Well, if you are going to watch it, I'll just give you a fair warning. The pyramid dungeon is gonna take forever.
That bad, huh?
It's huge, it has 3 sections.
Yeah, the butterfly.
But I can't complain because it has awesome music for one, and it's a really fun dungeon. It's just really long.
Well, I've watched people do playthroughs of Legend of Grimrock 2, and that's a gorgeous game, but fuck me, some of the puzzles are retarded in that game. It's just like, hi there, do this very specific thing that is never once mentioned.
Yeah, like, it tends to be quite annoying in there, but I can't complain too much, it's not a bad game. I actually didn't play the second one, I played the first one.
Yeah, the people I watched LP'd the second one because they kind of viewed, well, if you've already LP'd the first one, well, if you already played the first one, then you've played the second one as well.
I do have to say that the combat in Grimrock is a little interesting. It takes a bit of time to adapt to all the nuances of it.
Oh yeah, it's kind of real-time turn-based grid combat, and it's very fucking weird.
Fucking bug was holding me back. All things considered, though, I do like it that it's the way it is, because whenever you're dealing with something that's really annoying, you can just attack it and then sidestep the fuck out of the way.
Oh yeah, except for the giant crabs and spiders and shit, where they're just, yeah, you sidestep, I'm gonna sidestep with you.
Yeah, that's never a whole lot of fun. I don't think I've ever seen those in the first game. I don't think they actually exist in there.
No.
I wouldn't know. I do recall playing some kind of a Grimrock clone at some point, but, well...
There's been a few of them.
As clones go, that one was... meh. Interesting. These snowballs are reactive to touch. As in
I think they're just balls.
Well, some people refer to them as snowballs, but what kind of snowballs explode?
And they're clearly thrown by... I think they're just the rock monster's turds.
I think it's plastic explosives. That's all the egg. but no money.
It's past midnight here.
Well, it would be a great time to wrap it up then. We just need to find the rest of the money, and we can beat the boss and take care of the super bonus round the other time.
Might I suggest we beat the boss next time with Kin?
Yeah.
Have him present for that?
Yeah. We don't have to do it right now. I mean, who the fuck's gonna stop us?
It's just I have to edit a very long thing, and that means I'm probably not going to get to bed until 2.
Yeah, I understand. I wonder where that money is.
There's a rock near you. I think. There was, at least.
Be. I think I need to go to where the rocks fall and then pick up some of that shit, because that's where the exploding rocks usually appear. Yeah, here's one right now. Yoink. Wait,
And if you didn't know that, you'd think you'd be screwed. Spyro, man, don't question it.
He was floating for a moment. What the hell?
He was, and then he just phased into an area.
Oh well, I guess it's not as bad as Sea Emperor Dragon Thingamajiggers, whatever they're called, in Subnautica, glitching through walls.
Oh god, yeah, those fuckers.
I've heard about that from my friend. I haven't yet seen them because I couldn't find the lost river.
I've seen it. It was fucking terrifying.
Man, for my friend, it was pretty bad because he went into that place with a prawn suit. He could not escape. He had to reload 20 times. Well, anyway, let's have a look at our progress. And, egg for sale, sure. Aha, looks pretty good. So, that almost takes care of everything. So, let's wrap it up for today. Pretty good session, all things considered. Got a lot
yeah,
of
a little over
progress
4 hours.
Yeah.
4 hours. We've got 2 whole worlds done.
Holy
I
shit.
said it was more than just a little bit of progress.
And now I only have 1 hour worth of rest time before Dead Island Riptide. Oh fuck.
You're gonna have fun with that one.
I'm gonna be Sam B, just so you know, cause Sam B is the best.
Nice. Very nice.
He sold us out for your sins. Anyway, this was whatever the session was again. I think it's session 3 of Spyro 3. I'm Paul Richards from DaGameTrain. There was a Tash the cat and I think a Kin somewhere, but he...
Yeah, Kintel Fox.
Yeah, but he died...
Kin's on VidMe. His net died.
He died midway through, but we will remember him. We will sacrifice a goat for his honor.
Lest we forget.
And next time we meet up, we're gonna kill this game. Finish this game for good by killing the sorceress and suffering through the super bonus world. See you soon.